All right, what is going on, everybody? Sorry, running a few minutes late here. I'm still getting a little organized, so I'll probably have the camera on and off while I get things together. I lost a little bit of track of time at work, and as you see behind me, you got a bunch of Daniel Cruz masks that he's rehauled for me. A Pretty Woman, the '03 remake. Got what is that? Is that the? Just trying to see while I'm backwards here. Is that the? Oh, that's the H2O signed by Chris Duran, and then I got an H1 behind me, and then I think that's the Blood Tears. I can't keep looking. Oh no, the Blood Tears right over there. Got Art the Clown. Got an H5. Got an H4. Got some really cool stuff to unbox. I got some more gloves in from James Roath. I hope you guys can hear me real well. Yeah, the Halloween 4 is really nice. And I'll be unboxing some of these, which all this stuff, all these guys that you see in Doomsday's Crypt, I try to, the good friends I got and talented guys like Michael Toth, Daniel Cruz, James Roath, Lonnie McCullum, Josh Lucas with that three-eyed demon. Scott Straka does some amazing art too. I'll have some of that on the table. I got prints left. Mike's killing it with pieces. Thomas Bruce is killing it in the production. Oh, we also got the, let's see, this is the H4, and then we got the H3. So I know we got some different ones coming in, and I want to give a big thank you to Brandon Griffith and my good friend Adrian over at Scarefest for bringing in not only Brett Wagner, but also Beatrice Boepple. She just got announced last night for Scarefest in October. So far, it looks like I know I'm doing a few events with Brett, and now I got one announced with Beatrice. And the fact that all three of us will be there together was some amazing guests. Scarefest. Oh my God, I don't know how they bring in all these people. And they were saying last night they got even more announcements to go on their stream. So it's already a stacked list. They got, oh my goodness, Bill Mosley, Kane Hodder, Tom Savini. We could go through a whole list of stuff. I mean, they have so many guests right now, and they're going to be continuing to announce more. That's just crazy. Um, I just can't believe what they pull off, and it's such a great event. So we're going to talk about it a little bit and give them some love. The first convention I'll be at is pretty much about a month away, and then it's on the road, starting with Crypticon Kansas City, Crypticon Denver after, Crypticon Colorado, and then we're doing two a month in September and October. So that is super cool. Peter Anthony's here. I'm sure he'll be at Scarefest this year. I met him in person last year. Finally got to meet the man, the myth, the legend, Roseblood, the man behind Roseblood. And I got to get Peter on again soon. I know he's got a few projects he's working on, and I'd love to bring him on to talk about it. Adjust that a little bit so we can get a nice clear view of some of these masks. Um, the gloves I showed you. So I got two big boxes from Daniel Cruz. Um, Always recommend Daniel. There's quite a few. Jesse Aarons is another one. My co-host of the Shootin the Shizz with DK and the Schwag, Mr. Brett Wagner, killing it this weekend. Having a good time out there. And good to see you, buddy. Where are you again? If you can put it in the chat. I know you and Beatrice are both having a big convention. You were doing the motor show this week. I know you tell me, but you guys are always on the go, and you guys have been so busy, and I'm so happy to see that. Hey, what's going on, guys? That sounds like a Kyle comment. So what's going on, Kyle? If that's you, but if not, what's going on? What is up, brother? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? So yeah, we're going to talk a little Scarefest. It's kind of a random live stream. It's the weekend. I didn't really set anything up. I knew I wanted to do one, but it's just been busy. I wanted to even get more done today because I don't know. I just wanted to get more done today. Unfortunately, I couldn't. And also, here's a few masks by Daniel Cruz, which you see all his masks behind me. We got the Part 6 signed by CJ Graham. Got that signed not that long ago. Then we got, what is this, Part 9 right here. And he does an amazing job. Hit up Daniel. Awesome prices. top-notch work. This is the one I wear when I dress up like Jason. If you guys have seen some of the pictures, this mask looks awesome worn. It's the one I don't usually, crazy enough, I don't usually dress up much except as Jason or maybe Michael Myers once in a while. What is going on? Adam Newsom. He's at, oh, and Brett is in Kingman, Arizona doing the street rags through town. Yeah, and that looked like a lot of fun. I know you have a lot of old, longtime friends there, and I don't know. Those just seem like a lot of fun, the drag races. I got one guy that's a real good guy. He'd love it. He loves those mud shows. So maybe someday you'll have one in Kansas City or in the area, and I'll take him over there to see it. Good to see you, Adam, Tony, down in the basement, recovering from the flu. Get better soon. I'm down in the basement myself, and I kind of like it. It's my favorite spot in the world right now. So, yeah. Thank you guys all for being here. We're going to start unboxing some things. We're going to talk, like I said, Scarefest. And since I got the gloves here and I'm already tight on Rome, we are going to go through from James Roath. I'm going to take it really easy here because I don't want to, because these are really, really cool. Let me a second, guys. Make sure I don't lose anything. What do we got here, just in case? Might just be padding. I just don't want to throw something away that is needed. I don't believe it is. He sent me this. I was teasing him. He had a really cool stand, although I'd like to get one made. A little hand for these gloves to put on, so that's always cool. High five. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, so these are both wrapped up. Well, three. I forgot I grabbed the other one. I didn't really forget, but I didn't know. I forgot he sent it with this order. And it got here nice and fast. I've had great luck. What's going on, Kyle? Good to see you, buddy. Kyle, if anybody's out there, fantastic actor. We're going to be putting some of those Shackled Demon projects on the table. I know Brett's still been so busy, but he wants to watch it. I got to get the link to Peter Anthony. I want Peter to check it out, too. I think they'll really like it. Mike Toad finally saw it. I know he really enjoyed it a lot, too. And Tony, you watched it, too, didn't you? With Mike? I believe he did. Now, I'm trying to open this up without destroying anything. Yeah, it was really good for a couple kids. What was it, 2012, 2013, Kyle? It was like 13 years ago now or something. Him and his buddy with the camera basically said, let's film a found footage style movie. And I know they did a lot of them, so I'm interested to see more things that Kyle and his buddy Douglas Godino recorded, who both worked on the Shackled Demon project. I had a lot of fun with that film. I know found footage can be kind of, some people's hit or miss, and I felt like that was a really good found footage movie. Scott Hand. Yeah, what's going on? Where is Scott? I haven't had him on a while. Scott's a great guy. He was a great guest to have on. Now, these look awesome. I've seen Beatrice's, but it's like anything when you get something. You just never know how awesome it is until you see it in person. Pictures just never do it justice. But these are sweet. He started making them because he loves Beatrice as much as all of us do. And I definitely wanted some, so we have them on the tables for Beatrice to sign. Maybe running a Michael Bailey Smith sometime soon. Awesome guy. Actually, I'll see him in Denver. So I'll have some of these I'm sure I'll be bringing to Denver and Scarefest. So this knife, it looks awesome, man. This came out. And I know it's a tricky one for him, but look at the detail on that shit, huh? Very, very cool. And it's kind of nice the difference in the well, this is the other one he sent me, but I'm not going to show it yet. But just in the glove style, that went from 3-4 with the brown, and then a more weathered to a yellowish, which is cool. I like it, and I really like the back plates on the 5. Those are actually pretty cool. So we showed that one. Let me take this off carefully, and then we got another part 3. So let's check this bad boy out. Nice, comfortable fit. I mean, these things, they stay on your hand real nice. You pretend to be Freddy. I mean, I unfortunately have never had a Freddy body, but the ones who do, like Caesar, if he's in here, some of these you cosplayers are killing. Actually, James Roath just got a really, really nice Freddy mask. I forget who made it, but he's actually got a really cool He's got a Freddy physique that he can pull off that Freddy look. I just look like Freddy that hit the buffet just a little too much. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is a great part 3. I really like it. And this one was kind of a last minute thing. I'm like, oh yeah, part 3 looks great. Posted. He's like, you want it? I'm just like, yeah, of course I do. I think these things are going to do real well at cons. And I got another part 5. So already 2 part 5s. We're going to have these stacked. We're going to have a bunch of the Lonnie McCullum. If I can, you can see his fedora over there. But the ones you guys have seen it, Lonnie McCullum's work on the Freddy's. Going to have a bunch of his stuff. So we'll have gloves. We're going to have some of the, you know, really awesome, amazing gloves and the awesome Freddy head. So this is going to be some cool stuff. And I was talking to Thomas Bruce about something that we might produce that we can maybe put something, add a little to between the Freddy heads that Lonnie's producing and the gloves, and do something kind of cool. We're not going to give it away. We don't want people stealing our ideas, but it's going to be cool. I think we got a few things we were brainstorming. But yeah. So I love these gloves. Now I own officially 5 of these bad boys now. Yeah, 5. Just going to keep stocking up. I love these gloves. I love the price on these gloves. My computer cut out, so I don't know if you lost me. The screen fell asleep. But yeah, I'm really I really love these gloves. It's so cool. I mean, I've seen the Trick or Treats ones. It's on the Life Size Freddy I got. Expensive glove, you know. Trick or Treat Studios, love them. You know, they're a great part of the horror community and what they do with producing mass a lot of these at rehauls. But these handmade gloves are just next level in comfort, fit, sound, metal. He does a great job on them. And once you put them on, you don't want to take them off. You see why Freddy became Freddy. You see why it happened. Charles Thompson, welcome to the stream. All right, what direction do I think they'll go in the next Halloween? That's a tricky one. Like, Jason's kind of easy to do. I think not easy, but I think there's an easier way to, you know, the way that ends happened. Hopefully they give it a few years to simmer. And I love James Jude Courtney as Michael Myers. I enjoyed 2018 and Kills a lot. I really had a good time with it. Ends, for me, I know some people that loved it. I know a few people who really enjoyed the movie, and that's great. I thought the idea could have been fleshed out better over 3 movies, but what happened kind of hurt the other 2 for me. I mean, I loved 2018 and I loved Kills. I mean, obviously they had their issues, you know, Evil Dies Tonight. There's a few things they could have done different. And I just felt like, I don't know. I heard somebody else say it too, and I've said it many a times. You know, why would you? They were trying to. It seemed like the 3 films they were trying to find a reason to make Laurie and Michael have a head-to-head, where they could have just used Halloween 2 and it would have made sense. Just that part of the story. But I'd love to do a stream. I did a review of Halloween Ends, and it was actually when I was at Scarefest last year. And it was a quick review, kind of brainstorm. I was tired. I think I already pounded a couple beers because it was just one of those days. First hotel was Roaches. I was like, oh man, it's just, I was so prepared and everything just didn't work out well. But yeah, Ends was not my favorite. I've met James Jude Courtney. I've been lucky enough to spend some time with him at Phantasm, where we just had time and we kept running into each other, and that was really cool. It was right before Kills. And I think James Jude Courtney and Nick Castle are my top 2 to play Michael Myers. George P. Wilbur, R.I.P. Great Michael Myers too. I wasn't a huge fan of the look of the H4 Myers. At the time, I enjoyed it. The older I got, wish it was a little different, but I loved it. I loved H4 as a movie, and I loved H5. I know a lot of people don't like H5. I like H5. The mask isn't terrible. I mean, obviously it's Nicolas Cage. I mean, it's no H1, H2 mask, but the 2018 and Kills, and then the thing I loved most about Ends was that mask was awesome. Unfortunately, you couldn't see it. Yes, H5 is good. We had me and Beatrice had Tam Glynn on that not that long ago, who played Samantha in Halloween 5, the blonde girl. And she's really nice. And I've spoken to her a few times, so I'm sure we'll have her on again at some point. Let's see, what else was I gonna do? Oh, I still got Daniel's stuff. Now, Daniel, I apologize. I started getting all these things set up and I'm like, holy shit, I'm like 5 minutes late for the stream. So what I'm gonna do is I scratched this out. Let me open the first box. And this is all Daniel Cruz, Church of Horrors. And don't hold it against anybody who's gotten a mask. Once you fluff it out, once you get the hair done, that's how these look. I mean, Art the Clown, the 2018 in the middle. I mean, they're all beautiful masks. The man does beautiful work. So if the hair is a little scrunchy, and I meant to do this last week, so these have been sitting in the box for a week, and I apologize to Daniel for that. He worked hard on these to get it out. And unfortunately, I just didn't. I was going to do it last Saturday, but it was a late stream, and I wasn't able to get a hold of him. And I wanted Daniel to be able to be here to see the unboxing of his stuff, too. So, all right, let's see which one's the first here. Now, he always sends a lot of goodies with it. So if you like stickers, oh, look at this. We got some more part 3s. So these are going to be at the convention too. We got part 3 and we got a part 4. Daniel, always, support your local artists. Now, these look awesome. You guys have seen his part 3 before. They're in these bags. And you know what? I want to keep them in the bags for right now, as far as these go. But you know what? Let me take out the H4 because I have an H3 out. And I love Daniel's finish on these. I love his price. And he always comes through. No messing around. I kind of like his bloody inside too. Sweet mask, affordable, looks great, feels great. Gotta recommend Daniel big time to anybody who's looking for a mask. Now this one looks like he packed it so nice. Daniel always packs great too. So I think we might be in good shape with this. All right, which one is this? This is the H4 Resurrection. I almost forgot which one. This is the Resurrection, isn't it? Yes. Yes, that's the Resurrection. So I want to make sure. Yeah, that's the Resurrection. Not my favorite in the film. I should know by the eye holes. But the thing is beautiful. Look how nice. I mean, I'm not a Resurrection fan. It's my second least favorite. Ends is now my least favorite in the series. Just story-wise, it just hurt it more than anything else. Resurrection was kind of like the nail in the coffin at that point. But this mask is beautiful, Daniel. You did a beautiful job on this thing, honestly. I'm Resurrection least favorite film, but this mask is kick-ass. That's for sure. All right, let me put this away nicely so I can keep him looking good here. Yeah, and that's another thing. If anybody's never bought a mask and you're looking into it, and you can always reach out to me if you're a Doomsday's Krypt member. I always try to be honest with everybody. And I have a few guys that I recommend. Daniel's always one of them. For the price, the quality. But hair makes or breaks a mask. If you don't have if it's not haired well, you can paint it the best in the world, and the mask just isn't going to look right. And if you don't set the hair, especially Myers, it's not going to look right. But Daniel always does an amazing job on the hair. He's a fantastic sculptor as well. So you always see my boy Daniel in the group. I try to share out his posts. He shares out a lot. So make sure Church of Horror rehauls as I'm opening up the second box. So we already opened 3 things by Daniel. As you see, him and Jesse Aarons, I probably own, as far as masks go, him and Jesse Aarons, by far, I have the biggest collection of. Those 2 guys always been good to me, always make amazing stuff. I always say Daniel's kind of become my official Myers guy. If I'm going for a Myers mask, he's just always been good to me about it, and I'm always happy with the quality. But and he takes a lot of pride in his work. He really does. So we got our H4 here. It's because Midwest Monster Fest. I already got one signed by Tom Morga. we're going to see Tom Morgan again. A lot of people don't know William P. George P. Wilbur. Why can't I say his name tonight? Did half the movie, and talking to Tom did like the other half. He was with the Wrapped. He also did the Shotgun Kill. So I'm excited to meet Tom Morgan again. It was awesome. Was great in Friday 13th Part 5. And I gotta say, he really liked your H4 mask, Daniel, when he signed it at Spookala. That was at Spookala. I met him last year. So yes, very, very cool. Very cool H4. You know, obviously you got to pull it out a little bit, you know, but the hair is looking really good, you know. The other one I got to set more than anything else right now. I just haven't had a chance, but, you know, a little bit of work. But, I mean, that's a beautiful mask. If you like H4 and you like the look, that's a rehauled H4. Great prices, great quality. He's always running raffles, too. So make sure to hit these guys up. It's real important. Guys like Michael Toth, too. You see his art, who, you know, is on all these boxes. Like, this is the Mark Patton box we did. Thomas Bruce produced them. He's been doing the boxes. I moved everything around. That Sam behind me, the cutout, the design for the three-eyed demon off a picture, everything you see. Michael, so support this man. Support these guys, because if you like something, you know, they'll always take care of you. They're honest, they're trustworthy, and they deliver you really cool stuff. Oh, don't. Oh, sorry, I can't contribute more. Oh, is that you, James Shaver? Yeah, I know, but you're doing some amazing work too, James. You know, I know you let go of a few. You had a few decent. You know, you've had a few things you had that I liked. I still do. I love a bunch of your stuff. What is going on, Ben Robeson? Good to see you. Looks like you and your son are doing great. Good to see you in here. But what was I saying? Listen, we're gonna get some of your stuff out there too. James Shaver's another guy who's done some amazing things. I've owned a few things. I had his King Kong signed, and he does some really great. I love the animals you're doing. The Velociraptor's really cool. That Cujo's awesome. You do some next level stuff there, James. Don't hang your head, man. Don't hang your head. All right, Megafool showed up and left. What's up, John and Robeson? Good to see you. Ben was awesome. Was in Crypticon, Minnesota last year with me. Helped me out big time. We had a blast. We had a lot of fun. Met some great people, some great guests. And yeah, that's another show I'll be doing again this year. If you guys haven't heard the show, I'll be at, I know Crypticon Seattle's this weekend. I didn't even realize they were still doing it. Not that I travel to Seattle. It's a little too far for me, but I'll be doing Kansas City, my hometown, Minnesota, and Denver. So those are going to be 3 fun shows. It's going to be their first year in Denver. And yeah, starting off with Crypticon, one of my favorite shows to go to, and finishing off strong at Scarefest. Those are 2 good ones to start and finish at. But yeah, what was I going to say? Busy year for you. It has been. I mean, with work and everything, it's been busy. My back's finally feeling better, so that's been a huge weight off my shoulders. I've had some back issues. I'm like, oh man, these conventions are coming. Oh, the Schwag, what is going on, man?
What is going on? Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
I do hear you good, buddy.
No echo, right?
I hear no echo at all.
That's what I like to not hear. All right, yeah, because I don't have my earbud in.
Oh, you sound great. You sound great.
So how's the drag races going, man? You guys?
Well, let me tell you. Yeah, it's fun. You know, Kingman, Arizona. I got a guy I used to ride with that lives out here, so I get to come stay with him. He cooks a bunch of steaks. We come down here to the middle of town. People are racing through town, so they have to shut off, a good portion. We run a 8th mile, but you have to shut down a good portion of the town in the main boulevard here to race through it. So yeah, it's fun. We second day, this was the big day, and only rain for a little bit, shut us down for about 30-40 minutes. I just took a cat nap in a chair, and And
So
we
it's kind of
finished
a nice
just
little 30, 40-minute break. He just got an extra break throughout the day. At least it didn't rain all day during the whole event. That's the
yeah.
tough.
So we got 3 announcers, so I get to take the time off and go down and go to the VIP lounge and say hello to some people. And Robbie Gordon, of famous truck guy and racer, Robbie Gordon was here.
Oh,
And his kid was here. Max Gordon is 14 years old. This kid's a stud, and he came up and got to shoot the Shizz with him a little bit, and we were rapping. Then he says, "Man, I want to take my truck down the track," and so we let him take a full pass in his truck down the track. So he was excited about that. So yeah, we got one more day, and then it's drive home Monday and get home as quick as I can. A little voiceover Tuesday, wash and pack the clothes Wednesday, and Thursday I'm going to be back on the road, flying to Carolina Fear Fest to hang out with everybody. So
Matt Burns on the show a few days ago. He's a great guy. You guys are going to have a great time at that event. Well, I definitely have to have him on again.
Oh yeah,
and talk about Carolina Fear Fest afterwards. Yeah, I liked Matt a lot. He was a lot of fun to have on, and that man's just got his hands in everything.
Yeah, Matt is we call him an entrepreneur, right? A guy that's that loves the business, and he's trying to, we shouldn't say just horror, but horror movies or whatnot and the conventions, but he does a lot, and he's one of those guys. It's good to stay friends with a guy like that, because you never know where Matt Burns is going to show up next and say, "Hey, I got a guy host." He gets some people some work, and wonderful cat. We're going to get.
You work with the people. You work together, and it always comes back in a good way. It does.
Yeah.
Well, it usually does. Not always, but usually does. When you know the good people and it goes back and forth over time, it really matters when you have people that you can count on, talk to, trust, and work with at any time.
Yeah, like you and I and Beatrice and the Tothinator and some of these other folks, and the Steve Merlots and and so on and so on. All the guys that are kind of family now at the Doomsday's Krypt, and we're real excited. I know we dropped already that Beatrice is coming to Scarefest this year. That's pretty cool, man. The 3 of us.
I know, man. I'm excited, and it's the first show that me and her are doing together at least in 2023 right now. And you're going to be there. It's going to be awesome. Me and you got 4 shows together this year.
Crazy.
Yeah. Crypticon Denver, Scarefest, Midwest Monster Fest, and MonstahXpo 3D. I mean, those are all, we got some good ones together coming up. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a big. The last half of this year is going to be super busy for all of us, and it's great. I'm going to have to get the Tothinator, Michael Toth, to do up some new. I know I procrastinate, but I got to send him some Funko Pops to get done, and Jesse Aaron's, already did a nice mask for me, and your other, we're gonna get some new some repops.
We got Daniel, we got Jesse, we got a bunch of guys that are always ready to do awesome stuff. Jesse, here's some of Daniel's stuff. I own a bunch between Jesse and Daniel. Other than Michael's art, those are the 2 guys I buy most from. I mean, I put my word on either one of them. Both are great. Both are incredibly talented. James Shaver was here a little while ago. He does some amazing stuff too. Kyle Rappaport, Movie Buff 1, got another talented actor in the community there. And we're going to get you set up to watch the Shackled Demon Project. I promised Kyle, but I told him how busy you've been. So it's been like crazy on the road. But we are going to get you on, Kyle. We're going to talk to you, and we're going to talk about the Shackled Demon Project and some of the other things you worked on, buddy. Promise.
Yeah. So there's a lot of good stuff. You know what? There's some. We got to catch it. Have you watched any? Did you get to see any of the new movies coming up? I know there's some stuff coming out that I want to check out. I still have missing on the Evil Dead. I haven't got to watch it yet. So
Evil Dead, I did see that. And Mike's saying send them. I did see the Evil Dead. I liked it a lot. It gave me Evil Dead vibe-ish and Smile vibes too. Even the poster kind of just gave me that whole Smile vibe. But as far as the movie goes, I loved it. I thought it was really good. It was a great movie-going experience. I took the guys last weekend or the weekend. Was it last weekend? It was either last weekend or the weekend before. And yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, look at I was a big fan of the Winnie the Pooh thing, because I grew up with that, right? I grew up on that whole Christopher Robinson thing. And and Michael Toth finally watched it and he liked it, unless he's just being sarcastic there.
He watched it. He liked it a lot. He loved it.
Steve Merlo, we're right in the middle of the campaign for the Unseen. And, Steve Merlo's sitting there giving us a listen. I know Steve is in the middle of this Indiegogo campaign, trying to raise some money to do this movie. He's doing good. So we can always really do better and share some of this stuff for Steve Merlo, so we can
prices, great perks,
good actors too. I mean, some great actors in this thing, for God's sakes.
Yourself's a part of the project, Felissa Rose. We had Trinity Chase on as a guest last week, a talented actress. I'm looking forward to seeing her in the role. She was a lot of fun, and I think she's going to be. I think Steve found a really talented up-and-coming actress. We'll see when we see her on screen, but I really believe that from getting to talk to her. So I'm excited.
Oh, yeah. So, rumor has it Al Pacino owes Steve Merlo a favor, so he's hunting for Al Pacino to get a little cameo in the Unseen. Michael Toth is saying something wrong with the children was pretty good. Now, I've heard some good stuff about it, just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I want to see that one too. That one looks good. That's an older film, though, isn't it?
No, but there is an older movie called The Children, which I really
kill them.
Really liked, and because they go a little nuts and they start taking out their own family. I really dug that movie, but and then the wife just watched Mrs. Schwag just watched the movie with God, what's the singer? Jennifer Lopez, which is not a comedy. She usually does these comedies and has a new kind of action flick that she really liked. And I mean, I could watch a J-Lo movie.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, yes. I mean, she was actually good in a few movies, to tell you the truth. What was the movie she was in with? It was where they were doing the sleep study stuff with what's his name? The comedian dude. Oh my God, why can't I think of his name? Fan of his too.
Oh yeah, the new Children of the Corn. Yeah, I haven't watched that yet.
Awful. I couldn't even get through I could not get through Jeepers Creepers Unborn. Oh my God.
The first Jeepers Creepers was good. Right, first one was good. I like it. I dug it. I was like, okay, I get it. And then the second one, the third one, just unwatchable. I got a friend up in northern, not so much Northern California, but a couple hours north of up by the Redwoods, and they own one of the trucks. I think they own the Jeepers Creepers truck from the Part 3. Good guys, and the truck is great. The actor that's playing the Creeper is great. To be with him, I can't think of his name right now, but I'm going to be at a couple shows with him, so I'm going to be excited to get a picture and an autograph with him. But the remake deal, it's tough. It's tough on some of this stuff to keep doing remakes. I guess the Evil Dead did all right. So, but it's and the remake of the Children of the Corn was Michael Toth is saying was great because it was more like the book and
yeah.
But the first, come on, it's tough. The first Children of the Corn was so good.
Yeah.
And was so trippy. I was like, this is a good movie,
Especially at the time it came out, it was just, I don't know, there was just something different about watching the movies in the 80s on VHS, and you watch a movie like that, and it just scares the crap out of you. It's just one of those movies, Children of the Corn, I can't be too scary, and it was a scary film, especially at my age as watching. I think I must have been 8, maybe 9 when I watched Children of the Corn.
Gosh, I mean, I guess I am older than you. You're making me feel.
Well, what year did it come out? I'm trying to remember.
I don't know, but if you were that age, I was an adult.
Like 80s, mid-80s, was it 85?
Well, 85, I was.
Maybe 84.
I mean, I graduated high school in 86, so.
You are old, man. Just teasing you.
I am.
84. 86. You're 8 years older than me.
Yeah, that's great.
8 years older. It makes a little difference, but as we get older and older, the grays just catch up altogether, so it doesn't matter.
I just wanted to pop in. I am tired and sunburnt, and I'm going to go grab some, which I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to go get some Sonic since they got a Sonic around the corner. And I'm going to try to stay away from the chili tater tots. I'm going to try.
It's tough. You find those things you like, and you got to get them. Like I get into the burritos they got are good. The breakfast burritos. I don't know why, but I like them.
Steve Merlo is saying he was in kindergarten in 1986. But I know a little something about Canada. In Canada, they don't even have kindergarten. They don't let the kids go to school until they're at least 9 years old because learning disabilities or something up there in Canada with the filmmakers. I don't know.
He didn't start until he was 19.
All right. Well, hey, listen, appreciate it. Good seeing you guys, and thanks for doing another.
What a great surprise, man! I didn't expect you to pop in.
I didn't even know if I could pop in. You know what? Funny is I put in StreamYard on my phone, and it took me to a previous room we had done before with another guest, and I was like, why am I the only guy in here?
You probably hadn't closed it since then. It was.
I didn't close it. Yeah. So
in the room. Yeah.
But we'll catch up next week. We'll definitely catch up. I mean, I'll try to get a hold of you while I'm at Screamfest and maybe do a live feed or something, or say hello. And a lot of great guests going to be at not Screamfest, excuse me, Carolina Fear Fest next.
It becomes a tongue twister when you start repeating like a few different ones. It's like,
yes,
I have the same problem.
We'll see if I can get.
I've watched past streams and it's like, you didn't even say the right name, stupid, because you're just going and you trip up between a few different names. But yes.
Well, we'll see if we can get some of the guys that are down there and do a little, some interviews, and we can pop them on later on another stream. R.A. Mihailoff and Mukes and all these guys are going to be there, and some people that I've never met that I want to get autographs and be able to say hello to. And look at that right there.
Yeah. All right. Got the original art in a container. Right.
Wow.
Now, signed by R.A. Yeah. Adam Newsom, he's got one. He really liked that. And yeah. I guess R.A. really liked the boxes too. When I showed it, R.A.'s like, who? What? I go, Adam. He's like, oh, why don't you just say Adam? I shouldn't have said the art. I just should have said Adam, and everybody knows Adam there. Super cool dude, though. I really liked him a lot. It was a lot of fun meeting R.A.
Yeah, R.A.'s great, man. Since I was 19 years old, I've known R.A. and used to work with him. We used to be the big guys in Hollywood, making sure there was law and order at some of the big clubs and some of the nightclubs.
I'm going to have to leave.
Yes. So it was always great working with R.A. Nicest guy in the world. And so excited to get to Carolina. We're going to go so we like barbecue, right? R.A. is a barbecue. He loves barbecue. And Matt Burns said he found one of the great places to eat barbecue out there. So hopefully Matt Burns is telling the truth, because you don't want to take R.A. Mihailoff to a bad barbecue place, because you'll never hear the end of it the rest of your life. So
why are you the chainsaws? Yeah, actually, I'm going to let you go, but take care, Brett. And
thank you, buddy.
Get some rest, man, and have fun tomorrow.
Thank you, bro.
All right, peace out. The Big Schwag. So yeah, I'm lucky. I mean, obviously, do the show with Brett, and it's always great to see him. I haven't met Mark Burnham yet. He was at Spookala, but I didn't get a chance to meet him. So he'll be sitting next to me at Kansas City, and he's at a few Crypticons. Like Brett said, RA is going to be at Scarefest, and Bob Elmore is going to be at MonstahXpo. So I'm going to be seeing a lot of leather faces. It's always good to see the Schwags. I didn't expect them. At all, but let me go through these masks again. So check this out. The part 4. We're going to get that signed again. Now I'm going to be seeing Danielle Harris and also Scout Taylor Compton at Scarefest. So I'm going to get them to sign the other one. Probably have some of these available. Maybe get another one signed. Have Daniel and I won't have Scout sign this one, but I do have some Rob Zombie ones, and get Tom Morgan to sign this one. So that'll be really cool. But it's not going to be a super long stream tonight. I do have to get up early tomorrow. I'm going to be handing out in Kansas City area here, if I can find it. Got a bunch of them upstairs in case Chaz is watching. We're going to be going. out this weekend doing some bowling, going out to eat on the road. We're going to pass out some of these to some of the local stores. It's going to be an awesome event starting in July. Cannot wait for July to get things rolling. It's going to be a long, busy, tough few months starting July. At least it's one in July, one in August. Get myself back ready to set up these tables, and then September, October, 2 a month. And that's a lot of travel time too. So it's going to be an interesting couple months, but a lot of fun. Oh, you missed the first half. Oh, okay. I was wondering what you were talking about, Mike. I know who he's talking about now. His old neighbor, the old neighbor. And also those leather face boxes. Thomas started making these as toppers for it, which is cool. And he was coming up with some other ideas, but these are magnets too. Saw his family. But yeah, that's really cool. And yes, I want to give Unseen a big shout out. Big shout out to Steve Merlo. Seems like the campaign's doing really well, starting off really well, being consistent. Got a few producers. I know you're looking for your first executive producer. That perk's out there, guys. This 8x10 autographs that they have, Angel will be signing them. Brett will have some. Trinity will have them. And was there somebody else who was going to sign some? But I know a few people from the cast. They're going to have the 8x10 signed. And make sure to support these filmmakers, guys like Steve, who shown they really know what they're doing, and will make sure no matter what to get it done. And there's quite a few of them out there. And if you can't spend the money, share it out. Yeah, that Pretty Woman's awesome. Yeah, it came out really, really nice. Ugh. That's Daniel Cruz as well. Yeah, it came out sick. And the hair is nice. This is an expensive wig too, he said. So, and he Daniel's always cool, always hooking it up. He did the 03 over there. He did all the masks behind me. I mean, they're rehauled. I think a few of them are his molds, like the Art the Clown's his, and what else was that? The H1's a Shatner and H2. So yeah. Daniel does nice work, great prices. Hit him up. Always good to help these talented guys, and like Michael Toth right here. Oh, Kansas City Crypticon. That's right. Yep. Ben helped me in Minnesota. I'm hoping to see him a few times this year. I know I'll see him and his son at Kansas City. I know Crypticon's got a few more things coming for them that'll be being announced in the future. But yeah, it should be a great show in July. Kansas City Crypticon coming back. Then off to Minnesota. Ben went with me to Minnesota. That was a lot of fun. That was really, really cool. And yeah, we're doubling up this year. We're going all over the place. Adrian Deacons Elder, one of my favorite people now. Good to see you here. She is the event manager. She was on, was it about a week ago? Was it last weekend you were on, or the weekend before? I forget. It might have been a weekday too. I lose track of days, and she knows this, but she's awesome. The girl's amazing. She's the one who puts a lot of it together with these guests that you guys see, and bringing in Brett. And yes, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Oh, you missed the gloves. Oh, let me show you. I got another part 3. Well, this is the one I had, and this one's awesome. But I got it on making a mess here. All right, I'm gonna have to end this stream soon. I'm knocking stuff over here. But I got the new part 5s. Now Beatrice is coming to Scarefest. I got 2 of these. Came out amazing. Now I got a part 4 I had before. Let me see. I'm going through my pile of gloves here. Is this the part 3 too? Yeah, the part 5 looks really nice, Adrian. I was real happy with that. There's the part 3. Very, very cool. And this is James Roath who did these, and he does some really, really cool knives. Great prices. We're going to be bringing them to the events. And like I said, we got some ideas of some cool ways to hook people up with a nice setup. Get a nice Freddy bust, get a nice glove, maybe get a bag or something with it. We'll figure it out. We got some cool things. Here's the other part 5. So these are really nice. I like how they got the tan hide. They're not too dark, so it gives a little difference. And it's cool. I like it a lot. And then Daniel Cruz with his masks. Got another part 4. Very cool stuff. And unfortunately, I just spilt my my drink all over the place by my wires and stuff. That's what sucks about a small office. You know, there's just no room for everything. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to let you guys go. But we will talk soon. Thanks, Brett, for popping in. Thanks, Adrian. Yeah, they're really, really cool gloves. Very well done. He even sent me this pretty hand to put on. Yeah, buddy. So, yes, James Roath, Daniel Cruz, big thank you. Adrian, big thank you to you, Scarefest, and Brandon. We're so excited, me, Brett, and Beatrice, being at that event. The first one all 3 of us are going to be at together. And I can't be more excited for it. I have so much fun with those 2. Everybody at Scarefest is going to really enjoy them. All the people that come in, they're going to have cool items. And then the stack list of other guests that Adrian and Brandon and the team have brought in. Wow. And I can't believe that on the stream last night, you guys are bringing in more people. That's just insane. What do you guys got, about 30 something people right now? You guys are crazy, but I love it. And yeah, tomorrow, guys, probably won't do a live stream. I'm going to be running around. And Wednesday, I don't know if me and Beatrice are going to have a stream, but I think we are. I got to talk to her. She's busy with her weekend. 42 so far, guys. 42 celebrity guests at Scarefest right now. Thank you, HGX. Helly from HGX. Check her out. She does some gaming. She likes horror games. And very, very cool streams. With 26 more to go. You're crazy, Adrian. You're crazy. You guys are nuts, but I love it. Like I said, it's going to be an awesome show. It was an amazing show last year. I went to some awesome shows last year, and Scarefest was my #1 in 2022. And at this rate, I think they might be the #1 this year at 2023. But there's some great cons we're going to this year with Doomsday's Crypticon, Scarefest. I've been to both shows, love both of them. The people over at Scarefest, like Adrian and Chaz over at Crypticon, great people. And then I've meeting some new ones and some new events I'm going to this year. MonstahXpo, Midwest Monster Fest, and MonstahXpo 3D in Taunton, Massachusetts. So that'll be fun. Oh, you should go. You should go to a convention sometime, whether it's a Comic-Con or HorrorCon. I prefer HorrorCons. I like the people. I just find it's a slightly different atmosphere, and I enjoy it more in the horror conventions. But you should check out if there's ever one in your area, go check it out. You'll have the time of your life, Ellie. So, yes. And now I got to go clean up a huge mess I made, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.